906 Dixon Dividing Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Good morning, Birmingham. It is the 18th of February of 2026. We have a high today approaching 75, high tomorrow 80. And yeah, we got rain in the forecast tomorrow, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Rain on Saturday as well. In fact, could be as much as an inch that falls. And then a nasty turn takes place on Sunday, and we go straight down. And the temperature starts to hover around in the 30s. That'll be for a couple of days. We're going to survive it, though. It's okay. We're tough. We're Birminghamsters. We don't just fall by the wayside, man. That's not who we are. That's not how we roll. Am I right? I said, am I right?
Yes, you are,
okay,
Richard.
Good. All right,
you
good.
are correct,
That's
sir.
the kind of pep talk I'm trying to give here.
You got it.
I'm trying to get people motivated. Focus, man. I want you to focus on getting the absolute best market value for your piece of undivided property, undivided ownership on a real estate, a piece that maybe you and your brother and sister and an uncle or something own. Nobody can do anything with it by themselves. You have to have the whole group involved in the process. And this is why Granger Thagard Auction Marketing is so good. Because first off, if you break it up into smaller parcels, you're going to get a lot more money out of it. I'm here to tell you, you're going to get a lot more money out of it. That's just how it works. You go to any store and look at something like a box of Kleenex. They're going to charge you $3 for a box of Kleenex. But if you buy 10 boxes of Kleenex, it's not $30, it's $20. Okay? So that's why you want to break it up and you want to sell those lots individually if you can. And Granger Thagard Auction Marketing has a truly wonderful piece of software that will do that for you, that will actually divide it up into various parcels for you. And then they all sell at the same time at auction where people bid against each other. These are qualified buyers. They're already with cash in hand. And there's no contingencies. There's no punch list. There's nothing. What there is a certain day of sale and a certain day of closing. And maybe best of all, the buyer pays all the closing costs and the cost of sale. This is Granger Thagard Auction Marketing, and it's what they do at their best. GTauctions.com is where you need to go to find out more. GTauctions.com. Granger Thagard Auction Marketing. Thank me later.
It's Steve's turn.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Looking at you, ESPN. Where have you gone? We might remember those early days of ESPN. They were so desperate upon the initial sun on that they aired literally anything they could get the rights to. Canadian Football League, Australian rules football, ping pong tournaments, semi-professional softball games. Well, then they started to get the rights to be able to at least air highlights of the major stick and ball sports and all the major sports around the country. And they were able to do one of those other things, like get the rights to something that we here in the Southeast knew very well at that point in time around, 1982. NASCAR. Back then, it was called the Winston Cup Series after the noted cigarette brand, and when ESPN grabbed some of those races, NASCAR's popularity exploded as ESPN grew. People from all over the country found out about stock car racing. And the popularity was helped because you had rivalries between the likes of the Bobby Allisons versus the Richard Pettys versus the Darrell Waltrips versus the Cale Yarboroughs, all taking on this young wild child from Kannapolis, North Carolina you might have heard of by the name of Dale Earnhardt. Then as the older drivers started to retire, or at least faded from their winning ways, Dale Earnhardt versus Rusty Wallace, which turned into Dale versus Jeff Gordon. See where I'm going. But things began to change a little bit. 2001, NASCAR decided to change up their TV rights situation a little bit. Instead of granting TV rights on a race-by-race basis, they started to work with two networks, specifically Fox and NBC. Then it was for a time Fox and ABC ESPN before it returned to what it is now, kind of, Fox NBC. But in the interim time, starting in 2001, when ESPN lost the rights to NASCAR, they basically all but stopped covering the series, partially due to some short-sightedness by NASCAR officials at that time who had restricted the highlights because they were trying to drive people to go check out the actual TV partners that they were working with at that time. Well, NASCAR finally saw the folly in that, and when NBC grabbed the rights back from ABC ESPN, the entertainment and sports programming network, who had all but dropped the pretense of the entertainment portion of that, decided to drop coverage of NASCAR on their own, despite NASCAR allowing them to use the highlights. It's a silly move that's continued really up until Sunday. Sunday happened, the Daytona 500. The winner of the race was a guy by the name of Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick drives for a company called 2311 Racing. It's a race team that is co-owned by current race car driver Denny Hamlin and another person you might have heard of, a basketball Hall of Famer who spent about a year here in the city of Birmingham playing baseball, Michael Jordan. Now all of a sudden ESPN is like, oh, wait, NASCAR. Yeah, we probably ought to cover that. It's Michael Jordan. Yeah. Jordan was all over the place in Victory Lane. He was doing post-race interviews. He was doing all sorts of stuff. But if you happen to watch SportsCenter on Sunday evening, yeah, they got it wrong. Think about this. This was also NBA All-Star Weekend. And ESPN was all over that because they got the rights to it. 90% of its coverage on LeBron James, by the way. But in their haste to be able to try to get people interested in this and previewing this because of their fascination with Michael Jordan as well, somebody forgot to tell ESPN that NASCAR's not stuck in 2016. They're in 2026 too. ESPN's coverage led with the line, quote, Daytona Beach, Florida, site of the Daytona 500, 500 miles of NASCAR Sprint Cup Series glory. Michael Jordan in attendance. Folks, NASCAR hasn't been, the Cup Series hasn't been the Sprint Cup Series sponsored by Sprint since 2016. It was actually the Monster Energy Cup after that, and then they dropped title sponsorships altogether in favor of 4 premier partnerships. It's now just known as the Cup Series, has been for a handful of years. You can go back and look it up. NASCAR could tell you. So here's the deal, ESPN. You claim to be the worldwide leader in sports. Or did you really only just cover the Daytona 500 because it was Michael Jordan? Yeah. Either way, ESPN, you used to be better. Do better. Please. Do better.
I don't care what you say. It's always going to be the Winston Cup to me.
Well, that's fine. But you know what? If you claim to be the sports leader in the world, you
Be the
ought to know
leader.
how to get
Yeah.
things right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would agree. I would agree with that. And I don't know why ESPN just suddenly jettisoned it. They just absolutely dumped it and just stopped. They started ignoring it. And I'm like, hold on a second. Did you guys air professional wrestling at one point? I mean, come on. And yet you don't think of NASCAR as a sport that's worthy of your time and attention? That seemed odd to me. I noticed, by the way, when I was watching the Olympics, that they did a promo for some professional wrestling that was coming up, and I was like, oh, God, you can't be serious.
Unfortunately, yes, they are.
Don't get me wrong. If you like professional wrestling, please knock yourself out. You love the storylines. You love the bad guys, the good guys, all of this. It's fine. Wonderful. It's a lot of play acting. It's, it's obviously not real. They are beating each other up. Don't get me wrong. I know that. I know that's happening. Minute you ever suggest that it's not real to them, they will beat you up.
Sure.
So they do get hurt. They're in great physical shape, mostly because they're doing a lot of steroids. And, but in the long run, it's all make-believe. It's just make-believe. It's. I think it's a guy's version of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Kind of. Yeah, I would
That's
say
one way to
that.
look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Hadn't
give
thought
that.
about it that way, but yeah, I see where you're going with that.
I'd rather watch NASCAR 10 times out of 10 than a professional wrestling match. That's just me. Look, far be it from me to tell you what to like or not like. You do with your time what you will. That is entirely your business. But, geez, come on, ESPN. You're going to carry professional wrestling and not give a damn about NASCAR? Yeah, I agree with Steve. You got to do better than that, man. Work Trucks is downtown at 2324 3rd Avenue South. If you're in need of a truck for your business, this is the place you want to go because they've already scoured the country, brought them in from all over the place. They put them through a 125-point inspection, and they sell them at great low prices. These guys put the effort in, and they do it for you, but they do it in such great numbers that they can afford to mark them down. And that's exactly what happens. You can find out more on their website, worktrucksllc.com, worktrucksllc.com. You can also go down to 2324 3rd Avenue South, find out how you can trade, finance, get an extended warranty, and drive away with the best work truck in the area. That's right, Work Trucks LLC.com. Southeast's #1 pre-owned work truck dealer, and they are all about trucks. This was in the movie Urban Cowboy, was it not?
Yes.
Yeah. You believe I've never seen that movie?
Oh, come on.
I've never
You got
seen
to
it.
check it out at least once.
I don't know. I saw Saturday Night Fever based on Valerie's recommendation, and I regretted every minute of it. So
You'll be all right.
it's very typical of the era that it is in. A little bit campy, but somewhat enjoyable.
But you got to say you saw it. Come on.
I can say that now.
Urban Cowboy.
I saw it.
Wow.
See, I didn't stutter at all.
Also, featured on Buckwheat's Greatest Hits.
That's true.
It led me.
Looking for Nub.
It led me to Gillies and riding the bull. I was like, I'm going to do that.
Gillies is closed down now.
Yep, not there
Sad
anymore.
but true. Drove by it a few times in
Did
my
you?
day.
Never
though.
stopped?
Never stopped.
Hmm.
I I ride real bulls.
Oh, whatever.
Speaking of bull,
You ride a lot of bull. Yeah, that's for sure.
922 at Dixon and Vining.
Rain is coming our way, and if you need some foundation repair or waterproofing before all of those rains come in, give David Fevet and Be Dry a call today at 205-942-1976. Might see cracking in your walls, water in the basement, uneven floor, sloping walls, all of those things. You don't need any of it in your life. Let's get rid of it. Let's get fixed. Let's make sure that we've got those areas where there may be moisture sealed up, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. And you can do that with the great folks at Be Dry, in business over 65 years, the professionals that know how to handle these issues. And especially when you talk about, foundation repair, cracking in the foundation somewhere, that can turn into something really, really serious that needs attention as soon as you see it. So resolve it quickly today with the pros that know how to fix it at Be Dry. In business, like I said, over 6 decades, they got the strongest lifetime warranty in the business. They've got budget-friendly solutions. And here's the nice thing. You call them up and say, look, I'd like for you to come out. Let me show you what I'm seeing. Let them look around a little bit too and talk to you about how they fix this. All over Central Alabama, Be Dry has been doing this for a long time. And it's just sometimes when you own a home, these are some of the issues that you have to contend with. So if it's, again, moisture in the crawl space or basement, if you've got cracking in the foundation, get it resolved today. A free quote with Be Dry, 942-1976 or BeDryAlabama.com.
This just in. You okay?
Yeah, I hurt myself.
I was going to say. That sounded painful.
I'm all right.
Okay. All those years of riding the bull, that was the problem.
That was it.
That explains it.
Mm-hmm.
McKenna Grace has been cast in the role of Daphne in a new live-action Scooby-Doo series for Netflix. Don't everyone talk at once. Yeah, calm down.
Everybody's
calm
jumping up and down over that one.
down. Hey,
I'm trying to picture McKenna Grace.
she's a lot older now. She's grown up. Do you see any of the newer Ghostbusters movies? You see?
Yeah.
She plays the daughter, the one with the glasses.
Oh,
She has
okay.
She has
Got it.
black hair in that, but she actually has blonde hair naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And she has
So she's going to be,
filled out nicely, shall we say?
McKenna will be part of that.
So is she the? I guess she's the first one cast.
She's the first one cast. They haven't any other names as of yet. It's written by Midnight Radio's Josh Applebaum and Scott Rosenberg, the guys responsible for Cowboy Bebop, based on characters created by Hanna-Barbera. Look, man, I'm such a Scooby-Doo fan. You're not ever going to change my take on this, and I've seen almost everything, at least one episode of almost every version of a Scooby-Doo show, except that stupid Daphne show that they did, I think, on, I don't remember what, Showtime or something.
One of the streaming services, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was
So do you think
supposedly terrible.
she's the
You
right
saw the
one?
movies, I take it too.
I saw all the movies, yeah.
Okay, all right.
You name it, I've seen the movies, man.
Okay.
I loved them. My daughter, of course, wanted to go as well. I got her hooked on Scooby very early on. But I remember I watched the very first episode of Scooby-Doo, the animated series. And then they went to the Scooby-Doo movies, and they started having guest stars popping in. They had the Three Stooges and Batman and Robin and
Harlem Globetrotters.
Harlem Globetrotters, exactly.
Do you think that she is fit to be Daphne? Is this the right?
I think she could pull it off. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to color that hair red. Daphne's
Yeah.
got the red hair.
Definitely.
This is supposedly another origin story for them. This would be the second or third one of those that has taken place. Can never have too many origin
Gotta
stories.
possibly we just got to reboot them time after time after time.
Yeah, keep coming up with different ways to make it interesting and unique and whatever. I'm really interested in who they cast for Velma. Let's face it. And that question of Velma or Daphne,
Who would fit Velma?
Yeah.
This is like
I have no idea.
Marianne and Ginger.
I don't know any of the actresses today, so I am off the mark on all of this. I could never guess. I don't know who the new James Bond. They announced him the other day, and I'm like, I've never seen that guy
Did they announce
before
him? I
in my life.
missed that.
Yeah. It's the guy they said it was going to be, the dude that they thought it was going to be. He's, I think he was from one of the, Magnificent Beasts and Where to Find Them movies. You can look that up, I bet, and come up with a name. I'm like, never heard of him. That's okay. Perfectly okay. Lee says, Richard, do not waste your time on Urban Cowboy. Saw it as a 20-something when it first came out and wanted my money back.
Well, all right.
Wow. Wow, Lee.
Hmm.
Mean, just plain mean. Why are you going to be so ugly? How about Donald Trump's eulogizing of Jesse Jackson yesterday?
How about
Huh?
that?
Well, first off, Donald Trump is great at making everything about him,
Sure.
and he figured out a way to do that, which was very impressive. But also the fact that he mentioned that Jesse Jackson could not stand Barack Obama. I was like,
He took advantage of that.
that kind of sounds like Jesse Jackson, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm not surprised that Jackson and Trump were friends because they're both bigger than life, blustery, a lot of talk. Trump actually gets things done, to be fair. I'm not sure Jesse Jackson, you could point and say, I'm not sure I could point to anything that he ever actually did, but he was always a mover and a shaker and a player. I love this line when he gets in here. Despite the fact I'm falsely and consistently called a racist by the scoundrels and lunatics on the radical left, Democrats all, it was always my pleasure to help Jesse along the way. I provided office space for him and his Rainbow Coalition for years in the Trump building at 40 Wall Street, responded to his request for help in getting criminal justice reform passed and signed when no other president would even try. He's always got it like, look at how good I am. I'm amazing. Everybody's talking about how good I am. Single-handedly pushed and passed long-term funding for historically black colleges and universities. He did
yes,
that,
he did.
which Jesse loved, but also which other presidents would not do. Got to get that in there every time. Responded to Jesse's support for Opportunity Zones, the single most successful economic development package yet approved for black businessmen and women, and much more. Jesse was a force of nature like few others before him.
Well, again,
Always got to get that in there.
Trump doesn't want to miss an opportunity, and here's an opportunity to once again
Yep.
show, because the left loves to call him racist,
They
and
do.
time and time again, it's like, show me something, anything where Donald Trump has been racist, and they're still saying it. The left is still saying it, not necessarily even the media.
No.
That there are plenty out there that just believe that because that's what they've been told.
Donald Trump is so not racist. Get this. He believes black people can get IDs.
Thank goodness.
He sincerely believes that African-American people can go down to the DMV and get themselves a photo ID. That's how not racist he is.
Donald Trump doesn't even say that because he knows how ludicrous that is.
Of course.
That anybody would ever say that.
Yeah.
And how insulting it is.
It is insulting.
It's very insulting.
And they don't say it so much as they kind of they
Insinuate
allude to it. They insinuate, exactly. Yes, they sort of just kind of hint around it. Well, there are some people out there who aren't able to get IDs.
Who?
Which people?
Yeah, well, that's,
Yeah.
it's
Point them
such a
out to
common-
me, please.
Right.
I want to know.
Give me names.
Specifically.
We will drive them ourselves to wherever we need to
Was
get
it the
them
Babylon
ID.
Bee that did the picture of the black woman holding up her driver's license and said people were amazed she walked into the DMV, got a driver's license all by herself?
Oh, no. How could that happen?
They need to quit this. And they
Very
need
impressive.
to quit at the Waterworks, Gwendolyn, saying that they're targeting black people because of the drug testing. That is the most insane thing I've
It's,
ever heard.
Again, very, very insulting.
It is insulting.
Oh.
Listen to yourself, lady. Listen to
hilarious.
what you're saying.
Hilarious. 9:30. Dixon and Vining. Stick around. FEMA has now been deployed to the Potomac sewage spill.
That's serious.
Yeah, nobody likes
FEMA. No one needs FEMA there.
sewage in their water.
Or that.
Yeah,
Either or.
but then again, it's Washington D.C. They're kind of used to it.
Uh,
They truck in sewage mostly, don't they?
hello.
I don't want to get political on you guys,
I think
but
you just did.
yeah,
Oh, really? You don't? You sure?
it seemed like a Bob Hope joke, didn't it?
A little bit. Thank you for that, Richard.
9:36 with Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk99.5.com.
All right, financial planning, not something that all of us are an expert at, but I've got the guys that can help you with that. It is the Knowles Group. Danny Knowles and the Knowles Group do an incredible job with so many of our listeners. If you need a plan put together, and man, is that ever important? I know a lot of times we focus, hey, I need a will, I need power of attorney, I need all of these different things. But one of the things you may not be thinking about or top of mind is putting together a customized plan to get you where you want to go so that when you reach retirement age, hey, you're set to go. Or maybe even before retirement age, that you've worked hard enough and have put together a great plan with Danny Knowles and the Knowles Group that, you can retire early and go do the things that you want to do while you still can, which is pretty awesome. Danny Knowles and the Knowles Group, if you don't have that customized plan together, take all the stress out of it by handing it over to these guys. And each and every one of us so different in where we're going, what we're doing, and how we're going to get there. That's why it is a customized plan just for you. TheKnowlesGroup.com, that's N-O-L-E-S. TheKnowlesGroup.com. Reach out to them today.
More than 20,000 peanut butter products have been recalled after plastic was found in a filter at the manufacturing plant. Yikes.
Isn't plastic supposed to filter that out?
You'd
Or the
think.
filter's supposed to filter the plastic
That's
out?
what was supposed to happen.
Yeah, apparently it didn't.
More than
Change filters.
22,000 affected single-serve products were distributed to 40 states. They include peanut butter packets and small cups containing peanut butter and jelly. We don't have to worry about this, Valerie. We would just buy the giant...
A big tub of it.
We buy the massive jar of Jif, and we're good to go. Handful of brands listed in the recall include U.S. Foods, DYMA brands, Flavor Fresh, Cisco House Recipe, Katie's Kitchen, and Gordon Food Service. The recall is issued after pieces of blue plastic were found in a filter at the facility where they were made.
Oh, that's oddly specific. Blue plastic.
Yeah, blue plastic. That's the worst kind.
Mm.
I think they're talking about like the cups. Like if you ever go to a hotel buffet, and they got the bagels there, and then there's a little peanut butter cup that you can use if you want to put it in your bagel. Your
I like
toast or
those little
whatever.
buffets.
Yeah.
Breakfast buffet
Continental
at the hotel.
breakfast.
Yeah.
I love the Nate Bargatze bit where he talks about a fellow comedian of his. There's the batter for the waffle, and then there's the syrup.
Right.
And he picked up the syrup and poured it into the waffle iron.
Nice.
Oh.
Closed it up,
no.
and we were all standing in line going, "Oh, I wonder what this is going to look like." It looked like he'd done this before, like he had some idea what he was doing.
Sheesh.
Meanwhile, smoke starts pouring out. The manager comes out. People begin to scatter. What are you doing? Well, they weren't labeled. I bet this happens all the time. Guys said, I've been in this business 25 years. It's never happened before.
Yeah, it's easy to tell the two apart.
And now he
Why in
says,
the world?
here we were all standing in line with our plates. We were going to get waffles, and now it's just upside down in the garbage. They had to throw the entire
Thing away.
Wow.
Ow. Couldn't you put the batter right now? I guess you couldn't put the batter on top.
No, I think
not
it
gonna
pretty
work.
much would be,
That would be it.
shot right there, man. Ouch. All the foreign countries get the cool stuff. There are Oreo cookie flavors that we don't get.
Okay.
Like,
for
for
example.
instance, wasabi.
Oh, that's a cool flavor for
I'm
you.
not sure I want that in the Oreo.
You don't think so?
No.
Spicy, pungent kick of wasabi with a traditional sweet cream filling. This flavor challenges the palate in a surprisingly enjoyable way.
Did you hear that? It challenges.
Challenges.
Yeah.
It challenges our palate.
I don't want my palate challenged.
No, thank you.
I
No,
want
it's an
it.
Oreo. I
Yes.
just want to have an Oreo.
That's right. Stop challenging my palate. How about the green tea Oreo?
No.
No, not really sold on that.
Now we know why these are in China and Japan.
I've had the green tea Kit Kat.
I have too, yes.
Yeah. And you
I
know what
just
it
got
tastes
to
like?
chill.
It tastes like nothing.
Right. There's
I mean,
nothing there.
you take a bite, you're just like, what is that? I get the wafer and I get the chocolate, whatever else is in there, it's tastes like nothing. Weird. Dulce de leche Oreo. This is basically
Now we're talking.
This is basically the one we like, the Post Malone.
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
it is.
That's what's in there.
It's
Hello.
in Latin America.
Hello, bring that
Over here.
Right here.
Mhm.
How about the blueberry ice cream Oreo in China?
Blueberry ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay, we've had blueberry, but
Blueberry
we haven't had
flavor.
blueberry ice cream.
I could go for blueberry ice cream Oreo.
I'd try that.
Lemon crisp Oreo.
No.
Sure, I'd try that.
Mm-mm.
Coffee cream Oreo.
Yes, that
You'd
would
love
be
that.
right up
I
my
don't-
alley.
I don't care for it.
Thank you.
Not a
I'll take
coffee.
yours.
Yeah, it's
Let me
coffee.
have that.
Karen
All
would
right,
take
well,
it.
first they have to get them to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have nothing yet. Chipotle is about to break out happy hour. You know why? Because they just had an earnings call and there was nobody on that call that was happy.
Oops.
Yeah. Company stock has dropped 32%.
Whoa.
U.S. sales were off pretty badly in 2025. They declined by 2.5%, which, is enough for a company the size of Chipotle.
That's a 32% drop is huge.
Yeah.
That's not a little drop.
No, it is
Ooh.
not. To coincide with a happier hour, Chipotle will release a handful of limited time and value forward menu items like the chicken al pastor it recently relaunched, the small bowl of grilled chicken for $3.95 and a high protein cup for $3.80.
You okay over there?
No. What's great, I think there's blue plastic in. It's great about the offering in the protein menu. Everybody's got this now.
Uh-huh.
We're not
Protein,
discounting the
protein,
product. We're just
protein.
celebrating something that's on the menu that may have a little awareness today. Okay. Launching
Still
the
have
new-
never been to a Chipotle.
I have. It
I love
plans
it.
to
I
test
think it's
it
good.
first.
Yeah.
The goal of keeping each menu item under $10.
That's smart.
The announcement follows a recent Super Bowl promotion that gave away $1 million in free food to 100,000 people via redeemable codes.
Oh, maybe that's part of their problem.
Stop giving food away.
Quit.
Yeah.
Hey, did you not learn from Red Lobster?
Apparently not. Sprite has come out with a new set of cans after or ahead of the NBA All-Star Weekend, which just took place. So clearly we missed them.
Clearly.
But they say they're going to do this like right on through the rest of the season and through March Madness and, Hoops Madness and all that stuff. And they've got all the names of all the NBA teams on them. I look in the soft drink aisle quite frequently. I don't look at the it's all diet stuff for me. I'm always looking at the zero sugar, whatever. But I've never seen these. It's hard to miss a Sprite can with a big 76ers on it.
One
Mhm.
would think, yeah.
And I have never seen this. I haven't seen the Pistons, the Bucks, the Pelicans.
Well, I guess on
Any of
one
these.
side it says Sprite, so it's
Yeah.
possible that that's kind of tucked away. And you
They're all
wouldn't
just
see it.
facing the opposite direction.
I don't know.
Every single can.
Well, I could see how you'd miss the Bucks or maybe the Celtics because they both have green in their color, so
Yeah.
kind of camouflaged.
Seems unlikely. They've got the Wolves. Aren't they the Timberwolves? We're just going with Wolves now?
Yeah, they just shortened it.
Well, that's stupid. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Wendy's wants in on the snack wrap.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Here we
boy.
go.
Congratulations. Welcome into an already full pool.
Snack wrap wars just got a wrap hotter as Wendy's announced their very own Chicken Tenders Ranch wrap along with a new beefy addition that is said to be protein-packed, fueling the war in America's current protein obsession. The food era already feels nostalgic, not just because McDonald's recently tapped into our inner child by bringing back their snack wraps, but because this movement echoes the 2019 chicken sandwich wars, when fast food chains started dropping competing versions, trolling each other on social media, and sending fans into a frenzy. I don't remember a
I
frenzy.
don't think anybody's going
Is there
into
a
a
frenzy?
frenzy. Not
Never
over a
frenzy.
Wendy's
Mm.
snack wrap.
I tell you.
What is that?
If you're going into a frenzy over a snack wrap, you
Can I
might
tell
want to check
you-
yourself. Huh?
This past weekend, I was somewhere around. I had a bunch of errands to run, and there was a Subway, and I ran in there real quick just to find something small. And I tried to find the healthiest thing they had on the menu.
Yeah.
And it was one of these small wraps. It was $3.99.
Yeah.
It was grilled chicken.
Yeah.
And it came with lettuce and tomato and some kind of sauce.
I've
on
seen
it.
this,
Have you
yes.
seen these?
Uh-huh.
So I order it, and the guy heats up the chicken's already cut up, right?
Yeah.
In a little pan. He gets the wrap out, and he's making the sandwich, and he put lettuce and tomato, and both looked a little,
Yeah.
couple of days old.
Suspect,
But
yeah.
anyways, I was like, okay, I'm just starving here, and I said, hey, would you mind adding a couple of, a little bit of onion? I mean, the sandwiches, it was like a 3-inch long sandwich.
Mhm.
It was tiny. No, we can't add that. I was like, you can't add a little onion? It was just me. I mean, there wasn't
Yeah.
anybody else in the store. It was just him making the sandwich and me on the other side of the counter. No, we can't add any onion to that. I was like, really? Can't add any? No, we're not supposed to add anything we can't customize the sandwich.
Right.
I was like, okay. And he's moving the thing down the counter and putting the lettuce and tomato on. And then I see him. He goes, I'll add some onions for you.
Oh, that was
Throws
fun.
the onion on there and
Oh,
wraps up the sandwich.
Yeah.
Get the small drink and that. It was like almost $7.
ugh.
And I was like, this was not a deal. Not a deal.
You're
It
like,
was
dude-
not very good.
Dude, those
No,
are not even your onions.
no.
What are you concerned
Right.
about?
Why are you worried about
You
it?
afraid Mr. Subway's going to
So,
come over here and
Maybe
get all
I
upset
need
with
to
you?
need to try Wendy's.
Yeah.
I'll give Wendy's a shot
Give it
next
a try.
time. I was like, oh, this is not a good look.
They have the cheesy bacon cheeseburger wrap.
Yum.
Start with a quarter pound of fresh, never frozen beef, topped with American cheese, 3 strips of Applewood smoked bacon, and cheddar cheese sauce. Stacked. Oh, this is actually never mind.
On a
It's
bun.
toasted on
A
bun.
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself,
I was like, wow, that sounds really
I
good.
was like, I could do that
that
wrap.
whole idea of a
Actually,
healthy snack wrap
you
went right
just-
out the window there, didn't it?
You know, beef is not that bad as long as you're not eating it all the time. And I could see it in a wrap.
When
It
you
was
throw the
sounded
cheddar,
really good,
throw
Richard.
the cheddar cheese sauce on there.
And the 3 strips of bacon on it. Mm.
I was like, never mind it being healthy.
Sounds
Forget that.
tasty, but healthy? No.
Yeah. The Chicken Tenders Ranch Wrap features 2 crispy, juicy, all white meat chicken tenders wrapped in a soft flour tortilla with crisp lettuce,
There we go.
cheddar cheese, and ranch.
And the ranch just fattened
yeah.
it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, well, it's actually, it's reduced fat. ranch.
Reduced.
Not really.
Excuse me.
I know how much you love
With
that.
the sour cream, too.
Yeah.
Eesh.
Reduced fat. Cheez-Its is releasing their first ever gluten-free flavor.
I thought that was a
Alrighty.
trend about a decade ago.
Mm-hmm.
Gluten free. Are these lower in calories? Maybe.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, because Cheez-Its, I had no idea
Mm.
how fattening they were. I was like, I'm eating a baked snack. This is all good, right? It's a baked snack. It has to be good.
Sure.
And it's just cheese. They just taste like regular cheese. It's cheese, original gluten-free crackers, made with 100% real cheese. Comes in a 9-ounce box for $4.49. Whew, that sounds expensive.
Yeah, it
Nine-
does.
9
What's this
ounces. Yeah,
ginormous
kinda think
box?
9 ounces?
Gee.
I don't think 9 ounces
No,
is a
I
ginormous
don't think
box.
9 ounces is all
No.
that big, no.
Mm-mm.
Mm. To coincide with this milestone, the company has announced a new lineup of snacks for 2026, each of which are hitting stores next month. Cheez-It Ultimate Snack Mix. This would be the combination of a bunch of different Cheez-It flavors. Salted Square pretzels, multi-textured, cheesy, and savory snack. Ugh. Cheez-It
You seem
Crunch.
unimpressed.
Ugh.
Richard's like, no, I don't want
Ugh.
any of that. Thank you.
The bold new stack of Cheez-It Crunch combines 100% real cheese with a more satisfying crunch and a 3D shape designed to deliver edge-to-edge bold flavor in every bite.
Oh, we're really getting
Yeah.
detailed
Tell-
about
tell-
the cheese
Tell the
cracker.
guys in marketing to cut
Try-
back on the caffeine. Cheez-It Snapped Honey Barbecue, sweet and smoky blend of honey, tomato, hickory, and cheddar cheese. Coats these baked, not fried chips, and then the Cheez-It Grooves loaded nachos. Those Cheez-It Grooves white cheddar, man, those are crack. I swear to God.
They are
tasty, yes.
pretty good.
I refuse to even buy them. I
Yeah.
will not have them in my
I
home
will
because
not.
I'll go right to
Same
the
I
bottom
am.
of them, man. I will just open that box up and just eat them all until they are gone,
Mhm.
and then they will be in me, and I will be much larger. That is not okay. Let's talk a little bit about ProLift Garage Doors and your door, how it could be so much better than it is right now with a brand new, maybe insulated door. You know, Sunday it starts to get cold again. If you're going to be out there doing the honeydew tasks in the garage, wouldn't it be nice to have just a little bit of insulation on that door? Because that's where most of the heat is going. It's disappearing right out that very thin metal door. You get yourself an insulated door, you got nothing to worry about. That the heat stays in, and you're comfy and working in the garage, and it's great. It also can change the look and feel of your home by getting a new door. And the best place to look would be ProLiftDoors.com. ProLiftDoors.com, spelled just the way it sounds. ProLift Garage Doors, 286-9727. You can certainly have them come out and take a look at your garage door situation, measure, give you an estimate of what it's going to cost. They will put it in for you, of course. They are experts. And boy, first time you push that button and that thing goes up smoothly and quietly, and you go, oh, where have you been all my life? You'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. ProLift Garage Doors, 286-9727, ProLiftDoors.com. Love me some Johnny Rivers. So Secret Asian Man. Flipsy's Furniture is in 2 locations now. No excuse for not shopping there, really. When you get right down to it, they have got a huge array, 28,000 square feet there at 1811 Crestwood Boulevard in Irondale. And then they've got, it's a slightly smaller store, but still absolutely packed to the gills in Hoover. It's a Hoover-centric store right across from the Galleria next to 2nd and Charles. You're going to find something you love at either or maybe both stores, and something that will fit any and every decor at the Irondale store in particular. More in the basement, by the way, which is why I found the chair of my dreams down there, exactly the chair I'd been looking for literally years. And I was like, oh, I need that one right there. You pack that up and take it with you. It was fantastic. You can, by the way, pick it up and take it with you in most cases. Otherwise, they will deliver, and I love their white glove delivery. It is second to none, man. When they show up, they unbox everything, they put everything together, they take the refuse with them. You can't beat it, man. 12 months, same as cash. It's designer furniture, it's wholesale prices. It's Flipsy's Furniture now in 2 locations and online at flipsysfurniture.com. Let's see. Jeff says, Richard, it struck me really hard just how dumb some of the American consumers are. Whenever soft drink companies came out with 0-calorie drinks, and then shortly after they had to add the word sugar to it because people were asking, hey, is there any sugar in that 0-calorie? Yeah, I assume that you're one of the intelligent people that didn't have to ask that question. You are correct. I am. I thought Coke Zero was all we really need.
Yeah. When they added the zero and made it 0 sugar, I was like, why did we need that?
Pepsi Max. Another one that they felt the need to put Pepsi Max 0 sugar. Like, really, we had to add that? Come on, guys.
We didn't.
Dave says you can find Scooby-Doo on MeTV Tunes 44.4 over the air. Thanks for that.
Good to know.
I liked when Bruce Willis covered Secret Agent Man. I remember that. Bruce Willis's one big album. It was magical.
I didn't realize it was on there.
Bring back Sprite Tea. Sorry, I'm off my soapbox now, says Adam.
You were on your soapbox? Okay.
Yes. He was getting all head up about the Sprite Tea. Bring it back. Damn it. It's taking you so long. All right, let's do this.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
If you were given a lifetime supply of the last thing you bought, what would you have, Steve West?
I have a lifetime supply of Coke Zero.
Yeah, I could go for that. Yeah, count me in for a lifetime supply of Coke Zero. I spent a lot of money on that stuff. What about you, Valerie Bunny?
Oh, mine's boring. Sweet potatoes and lettuce.
Yawn.
I know.
It's a weird combo.
Well, I had to go to the store yesterday, and that's what I picked up.
I could go with a lifetime supply of lettuce, but sweet potatoes seem like, they last quite a while anyway already. So
Yeah.
Cranberry juice. Not really great.
No.
Not something I would call
Nothing exciting.
Had I known this question was coming, I would have bought something exciting.
Bought something
Would have
better.
gone over there and gotten lobster or something,
There you go. Kurt says DAW plugins, D-A-W plugins. I know he works on amplifiers. That must have something to do with that. Penny Kitty says cat food.
Okay.
All right. Now look,
Yeah, that could be helpful.
it would. My dogs are eating me out of house at home.
Sure.
Dog
kid
food
you
is
not.
cheap anymore. It's getting
No.
higher and higher.
And I got one dog that has allergies to beef, okay,
Ooh.
which is like most dog foods are made of that, and rice and corn. No, corn is the other thing. Can't have corn, can't have dairy products. I'm having to buy this expensive salmon dog food. Salmon dog food. Dog's eating better than I am. Need answers.
Pricey.
Carrie says milk. Connie says gasoline. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Score.
Yeah, that is a win.
George has a glass of Heineken in front of him. Okay, I'll take that. Tom
Dumb
says
supply of
gas.
beer, all right.
James says rum. Patrick says cedar mulch. A lifetime supply of cedar mulch.
Wow.
What the heck are you going to do
Every
with all
spring
that?
you need to put it down.
Thomas says spray paint. Louise, a
What
31
color?
yellow shirt. That's a good question. Paid for my will yesterday, so there's that. That would be a lifetime supply of your will. Congratulations. Cigarettes and gasoline. I should have also bought beer, says Patricia. Drugs just got back from my drug dealer, a.k.a. Publix Pharmacy. Oh,
That's
I'll take that deal.
Yeah, lifetime supply of prescriptions without having to pay for it.
Electricity. 1 onion for my meatloaf, says Randy.
Randy's over there with me and my sweet potatoes and lettuce.
Flonase allergy spray.
Oh,
John says lottery ticket.
hey.
Coke and a Butterfinger. Groceries, and I'm good with that. Lunch, hot dogs and chips with a Diet Pepsi. Beer. Yes. Loaf of bread, shredded cheese, and rotel, says Judy.
There we go.
Tequila.
Yeah, there's a winner.
Mongolian beef. Lemon juice, horse feed. That's it for us. We are out of here. Back tomorrow.
Did you say horse feed?
Horse feed.
Horse feed.
Yep.
Okay, that stuff's expensive
Dark
too.
and
Could be.
early, 6 a.m. Talking to you then, Dixon and Bunny. Bye-bye
Bye.
now.